Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'll be explaining to you 3 reasons that visualization might not be working and show you how to fix it. So first off, let's just understand the importance of what visualization is. Now, the way that I always explain it to people is that we don't get in life that which we want, but we always get a reflection of who we are being. Now, who we are being is a composition of the self-image that we have, the beliefs that make up who we are, and also the state of being that we're in. Now, we can influence conditioning the best version of ourselves of who we are being by using visualization. Now, think of it like this, and there's a 3-step process that I showed in one of my prior videos, which was see it, feel it, and be it. It's very simple, and the idea is that we see it, which is the part of the visualization, but the purpose of the visualization is actually to help us induce the emotion, the feeling of already having that which we want to experience. And think of it as when we are able to feel into the visualization, what we are then doing is creating a bridge from the feeling into the feeling, and then those help anchor in and condition the new state of being, which will then get the reflection that we prefer to experience. So the purpose of visualization is more of a symbol for us to condition ourselves to feel the way we prefer to feel, or to even feel like we have something that we don't already have. Because as we're able to invoke the feelings of what that is, we will then begin to see opportunities come into our life that will help us bring those experiences into what we want to have. All right, now the first reason that people have trouble with visualization has to do with understanding our beliefs and how they create the kind of experiences that we have. Now with me, for example, for a long time, it was hard for me to visualize, but once I became aware of an unconscious belief I had that it was hard to visualize or it was just something I couldn't do, once I became aware of that belief and I decided to let it go and I would explore what it would be like to be able to do it, that's when I started to get good results. So it's something I hear a lot of times from people as well, that it's just hard to visualize or I can't do it. But when you start to question it and say, is this really true? Is it really hard to do? Then you start to break down that belief that a lot of people have towards making visualization harder than it really is. So realize that your beliefs are creating the kind of experiences that you have, and if you question it being a hard process and you start to just know that it can be something easy, it becomes easier and easier. And the other part of this point is simply knowing that the way you go about it could be different from person to person. It doesn't mean that you have to have a complete movie picture in your mind of you watching a movie. It could simply mean that you have like a snapshot of what you want to create. So if you are intending to be an amazing athlete, it could be you holding up the trophy, and when you visualize that one still image, it brings through the emotion to you. Now, that's what I do. I can do that. I can also visualize it as if I'm watching a movie for a short period of time, and as I close my eyes and do that, it lets me connect to the feeling of it. Then I begin to condition myself for what that would feel like. It's almost like we begin to have the experience before it's actually here, and what that does is then open up the opportunities for us to see, puts us in the state of being that we prefer to be in, and it makes it a much more powerful process. Now, the second reason that people have trouble with visualization is because they make it all about the mentalism part of it. Now, realize that we use our vision to visualize, but it's more about the feeling than it is the actual picture that we see. Just like in communications, they say that very small part of the communication process is the words that you say, but it's more of the energy behind the words. Where in the same way, the image that you have isn't what's important. What's important is does that image allow you to feel into it? So what you could be doing for this to make this a much easier process is to make it more about the whole body. Now, what this means is that you bring the awareness out of the head, the mentalism part of it, and you bring it into the body. And a simple way to do that is to put your hands like this over your heart while you do it. Now, they've shown that the heart is thousands of times more powerful electromagnetically than the head. So if we do this, we are making it a complete kit. We're allowing ourselves to really embody it at a different level. And I think that if you try it, you'll see that you get much more powerful results with it. Now, the third reason that you might not be having results with visualization, and it's one that I see a lot, is people try it just once or twice and then they don't get results. Realize that the more that you do it, the easier it becomes. Whatever you focus on grows. So if you do it, like I suggest, doing it right before you go to bed for 5, 10, 15 minutes right before you go to bed every night, over the course of a week or two in doing it, it becomes easier and easier to do, and it becomes something that becomes on autopilot. So the idea behind this is that the more that you do it, the easier it becomes, and then the more you are able to focus on the feeling of it. Remember, whatever we focus on grows. So the more you are able to focus on doing it, the easier it becomes. Then it becomes on autopilot, and it's something that you can do naturally. So remember, all you have to do to visualize more is get rid of the belief that says that you can't visualize. Start to break it down by questioning it. Second, simply get it out of being just a mentalism type thing. Bring it into your heart by putting your hands over your heart while you do it. Make it a complete kit. And thirdly, just realize that the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Share it if you found it of value. And as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace. Much love. Namaste. All right, bye.